Hi, I'm Maisa Isa, and today I'll be talking about the bullying issue among teenagers nowadays. Bullying can occur when words or actions are repeatedly used to harm someone's well being. While there are times we can accidentally say or do things that are hurtful, it's important to understand that bullying is deliberate behavior. Bullying can happen in any stage of life. Unfortunately, teen bullying has become so common, particularly in school. A UNESCO report says that 32% of students are bullied at schools worldwide. Bullying is becoming quite common. Instead, bullying is becoming a major problem worldwide. It has been noted that physical bullying is prevalent among boys and psychological bullying is prevalent amongst girls. Many times, not only the other persons but the family members or parents also unknowingly bully an individual by making constant discouraging remarks. Hence, the victim gradually starts losing his or her self-esteem and may also suffer from psychological disorders. There are many different reasons that influence a person to bully others. Some of the reasons are feeling angry or frustrated, having low self-esteem, being the victim of bullying themselves. The effects of bullying will affect victims' mental health. They could feel depressed, lonely, helpless, anxious, and blame themselves for bullying. The teenage years can be particularly difficult for teenagers who experience bullying. They can feel isolated and afraid of repercussions if they speak out or seek help. It can be difficult to know if your child is being bullied, but there are some signs that you can look out for. There are many reasons why bullying may occur in a schoolyard, university, home, or even the workspace. We as Muslims have seen bullying occur in our history, especially in regards to our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, who was bullied and attacked tirelessly for spreading the word of Islam. In this specific case, the bullying that the Prophet experienced stemmed from ignorance, dislike of change, and selfishness. The Quraysh treated the Muslims badly because they didn't understand Islam. They couldn't stand the change in religion, and finally they didn't want to lose their money from the idol worshippers. This is a perfect example of how bullying can occur with adults. We are conditioned to associate bullying with teenagers and a childish behavior. But have you ever stopped to think the adults can fight just as dirty? Adults in most cases understand the social repercussions of outbursts or pranks. They are more mature in their thought process. Adults bullying most commonly takes place in the workplace where the bottom line reasoning is money. However, on closer inspection, the world of adult bullying is much deeper and darker, and the reason for it run just as deep. Adults may bully new employees in a workplace through prevention of promotion, not providing full information, and a lack of interaction. All in all, placing continuous roadblocks so that the new employee finds it extremely difficult to pursue their work productively. A toxic work environment develops due to a fear of change. Individuals fear change may hurt their ongoing dynamic and resent it. The style of bullying may have changed since the Prophet's time, but the reasons continue to be similar. An individual might bully you for simply not understanding your behavior or way of life. They may also have the ongoing internal issues that they are incapable of processing and therefore express onto the outside world. This is a matter of mental health and relates to unresolved feelings of hatred that develop into a general bad behavior. Bullying also may occur when an individual feels jealous. At times, a bully may attack you because they simply are upset at the lack of happiness in their own life and they see happiness in your life. Islam as a religion is against bullying as it encourages believers to be kind and nurturing beings. Muslims are encouraged to be accepting of people's flaws and to not judge but simply guide others to the right path. Other factors that may contribute to bullying include social media. Social media influences people's way of life massively. The media often shape the way we dress, live, eat, and ultimately treat people. The harsh and unforgiving nature of media platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, etc. often become a breeding ground for harsh comments and bullying. Cyberbullying is a huge issue for the current generation using social media. Peer pressure. Peer pressure mainly relates to bullying in the schoolyard. Sometimes students feel as though they must act in a certain way due to the actions of their peers. At times they feel forced and have no choice due to the extreme pressure placed on them. Such a toxic environment can lead to feelings of superiority and ultimately bullying. Wanting to dominate others and increase social rank. Bullying sometimes may occur as a result of an individual simply wanting control over someone. They feel if they are the oppressor in such a dynamic, it prevents them from feeling any pain. Sometimes bullies themselves have been victim of bullying and feel the need to continue the chain so that it doesn't happen to them again. All in all, there are various reasons as to why bullying may occur, but it is important we take note from the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and keep our trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and continue on with pride and dignity and kindness. Bullying can affect everyone, from the person who bullies to those who are bullied and the ones who witness bullying. It is important for parents and people who work with children and adolescents to understand that the bullying can have short-term and long-term effects on everyone involved. Research has found that children and adolescents who have been bullied can experience negative psychological, physical, and academic effects. The psychological effects of bullying include depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, self-harming behavior, alcohol and drug use and dependence, aggression, and involvement in violence or crime. While bullying can lead to mental health problems for any child, those who already have mental health difficulties are even more likely to be bullied and to experience its negative effects. This includes those who are medically neurodivergent, such as those with slower development, Down syndrome, autism, ADHD, and more. What is depression disorder and anxiety disorder? Depression is common and serious medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. Depression causes feelings of sadness and a loss of interest in activities once enjoyed. It can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems and can decrease a person's ability to function at work and at home. Anxiety is your body's natural response to stress. It's a feeling of fear of apprehension about what's to come. The physical effects of bullying can be obvious and immediate, such as being injured from a physical attack. However, the ongoing stress and trauma of being bullied can also lead to physical problems over time. A child who is bullied can develop sleep disorders such as difficulty in falling asleep, insomnia, or staying asleep for too long, such stomach aches, headaches, heart palpitations, dizziness, bedwetting, and chronic pain, and somatization, which is a syndrome of distressful physical symptoms that cannot be explained by a medical cause. Being bullied also increases cortisol levels. Cortisol is a stress hormone in the body which typically happens after a stressful event. Stress from bullying can impact the immune system and hormones. Research has consistently shown that bullying can have a negative impact on how well children and adolescents do in school. It has a negative impact on both grades and standardized test scores. Children and adolescents who bully others and who are also bullied are at the highest risk of negative mental and physical health consequences, compared to those who only bully or are only bullied. These children and adolescents may experience a combination of psychological problems, a negative perception of themselves and others, poor social skills and conduct problems, and rejection from their peer group. Compared to uninvolved peers, those who have bullied others and have also been bullied have been found to be at increased risk for serious mental illnesses, be at higher risk for thinking about and attempting suicide, and demonstrate hate and aggression. It can have a negative effect on children who witness bullying as well. They usually focus on their role in the bullying situation. For example, what could have happened if they were to back up the child who bullied, or what would have happened if they defended the victim and why they did or did not intervene. To conclude, exposure to bullying in any manner, whether it is being bullied or bullying others or being a bystander, bullying has its long-term negative effects. It is important to understand the consequences of bullying children and adolescents, how it relates to other violent behaviors and mental health challenges.